Okay, so it's Thursday night. As we know, there's an Indian to learn the Hachaim on Thursday night. And even though it's not yet the Baba Sali's yard site, which will be Matzah Shabbos, which is very important to note that the Baba Sali held very much, obviously, of learning the Hachaim. And he himself would learn every Friday the whole Hachaim from cover to cover. So there's a big schus to learn Thursday night and Friday the Hachaim. So with that, I saw a very beautiful piece that really encapsulates, in a way, the relationship between Hashem and Klal Yisrael. Hashem is talking to Moshe Rabbeinu in the beginning of the Parshat, Perek Zayin, Pasuk Dalet. And Hashem tells Moshe Rabbeinu that Paro is not going to listen to you, and due to that, I'm going to put my hand on Mitzrayim, which means I'm going to punish them. And I will take out my tzivoisai. I don't know the exact correct translation. The Art Scroll translation is legions. Legions is the name for like an army. Tzivoisai, I think, is like, I would say, a royal personal guard. I don't know if that's the best translation, but at least that's the closest that I can think of. And Esami, my nation, who's that? Bnei Yisrael. So the Hachaim wants to know, who is this tzivoisai that Hashem is referring to? Tzarech ledas, says the Hachaim. Mi heim hatzivois. Who are these tzivois, these legions? V'im heim Yisrael. And if they're talking about Klal Yisrael, so the next few words says, Esami, my nation. So what's the double language? You don't have to say it twice. Once you say that I'm going to take out Klal Yisrael, it doesn't make sense to say, my nation, Klal Yisrael. Says the Hachaim v'ulai, and this is an amazing piece that I saw, and really, the more you contemplate it, the more we can take tremendous encouragement from the following words. Ki kaven Hashem lirshon b'Torah. We know that Hashem created the world with the Torah. That whatever is written in the Torah is basically the code of creating the world, right? Imagine you're a coder, you're a software engineer, so you're writing code. So whatever you write, that's what the software is going to come out, right? I don't know coding, but in order to create something in the software, you have to give it instructions. The Torah is the instructions, right? Now, we learn it as a story, we learn it as lessons, but really, if we really knew how to learn it with deep Kabbalah, we would see that it's really the code of the world. Right? It's not that in the Torah it says, take an esrog, so we look for an esrog. Since the Torah said we have to take an esrog, Hashem created an esrog for us to take. Understand? It's a different way to look at it. Hashem created the world for us to put on tefillin. So therefore, Hashem created animals that we should have the skin to put on tefillin, because that's what it says in the Torah, we have to put on tefillin. Understand? Hashem said that we have to do mitzvahs milah. So therefore, since the Torah says we have to do mitzvahs milah, Hashem created man with the extra layer of skin to do bris milah, because that's what the Torah says. It's not the other way around, right? We have to do milah, so we do mitzvahs milah. It's the actual code. Everything that's written in the Torah is what we see in the world, and therefore Hashem decided to write in the Torah, which would now make it part of the world, that Klal Yisrael is choshev to Hashem. Ulai says that Hachaim ki yechaben Hashem lirshon b'Torah haflogas malaseinu etzlan. Hashem wanted to indicate in the Torah, and by indicating in the Torah, that makes it a reality, how significant we are. Ki ein lo tzivos miyuchadim like Yisrael. Hashem has no legions or army, even among the most closest malachim to him. There are certain malachim that do things that no one else can do, right? They're unique, highest level of angels. Even still, there is nobody like Klal Yisrael. As we know, Hashem created the world only for Klal Yisrael. In addition, and I think this is a very important point, when Hashem created Klal Yisrael, Hashem kaviyachol blew a part of him into us. right? Imagine you take a balloon and you blow the balloon. So in the balloon, there's your air, your oxygen. It's part of you is in the balloon. If you would take a test and if you do some sort of, microscopic analysis, you'll see that part of your body, part of your spirit is in the balloon, correct? So too, Hashem gave a chelik of Hashem, whatever that means, and it's in our body. Our neshama is a chelik of Hashem. So when we're learning Torah, it's in a sense like Hashem's learning Torah, because we're a chelik of Hashem. And not a malach, and not the super angels, the archangels, the extra heavy duty secret angels. No one is miyuchid like Klal Yisrael. And just to add one nukuda, even though the Hachaim doesn't say it, and from all that, there's no one miyuchid like Moshe Rabbeinu. Hashem said, there's nobody in the entire galaxy, in all the universes that are created, like Moshe Rabbeinu. Ulezeh, and therefore, Hayim haya omer es tzivos ami, or Hayimakim lomer ki Hashem yesh lei harbe tzivos is echad mehem. If the pasuk would have just said, my nations who are legions, so we would have thought that just like an army has many divisions and many, battalions, so too Hashem has many divisions, many battalions, and we were part of that. My legion. There's no one else like Klal Yisrael. And the point that Hashem was telling Moshe Rabbeinu, that you should know that all this that I'm doing and all this that I created is for one purpose, for Klal Yisrael. And there's no one on the level and that's dear to me like the nation of Klal Yisrael.